Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2015 Lakeside World Championships and it's quarterfinals day here at the home of World Darts, the Lakeside! We now introduce the winner of 9 world ranking titles, the BDO World Trophy finalist. He's the reigning Dutch Open champion, the captain of Scotland. It's the boss, Ross Montgomery!
Warning, warning, it's the boss, it's the boss.
We now welcome to the stage a winner of over 80 world ranking titles. He's the reigning Welsh and International Open champion, 3 times the Winmore World Master, 3 times the Lakeside World Champion, England's Wolfie, Martin Adams.
Well, England versus Scotland in the Lakeside stage brings back so many memories, so let's make another one and get to the comedy box with George Riley and Vassos Alexander.
Two players, I can tell you, Colin, who were in very high spirits indeed when I chatted to them a moment ago backstage, sharing a joke or two, enjoying a laugh. Mostly, it has to be said, at my expense. Ross Montgomery, I guess, still on a high after last night's demolition of Scott Waits. The boss has been coming to Lakeside since 2006, and before now he'd never made it beyond round 2. His finishing was exceptional against the 2013 champion. This afternoon, it's a 3-time former champion he's hoping to send packing. Martin Adams beat Ross in the second round last year, and since losing to Jan Dekker in the quarter-finals, he's gone on to win 3 more ranking titles, the 29th, 30th and 31st of his stellar career. It's a 22nd consecutive World Championship appearance for Wolfie. It is England v Scotland, with a Dutchman in charge.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First set, first luck. It's Mustard Throw first. Game on.
Marco Meyer invites Ross Montgomery to the hockey. His first ever darts in a World Championship quarter-final. Can he bring last night's form into this afternoon's match?
Can't wait for this one, Vassos. He was absolutely sensational last night. Montgomery told me this morning it's the best he's ever played here, but there is more, he says. He can improve still further.
16.
Adams can certainly improve on that first 3 darts. Uncharted Lakeside territory. for the Scotsman.
45.
Martin, the champion here in 2011, 2010 and 2007.
114.
He knows what it takes to win on that stage. That 22 on the back of his collar that you'll see, that refers to his 22nd consecutive Lakeside appearance. The previous
14.
record was 16, shared by Bristow and Lowe between 78 and 93. Straight back in the treble 20. Wolfie.
114.
Huge difference in body language as well. Beaming, smiling Martin
60.
Adams.
Martin
Montgomery
Rickard,
plays
161.
better when he's angry. He'll be angry if Adams can sink this. Can't now though, way off.
Yeah, needed the treble to start.
30.
He's chuntering to himself. He realises that 30 hasn't really taken a chunk out of 161. Montgomery with the darts in this opening leg. So Wolfie, when he comes back, will have another chance to break.
100. Martin Rickard, 131.
Treble 20 to start. Can't now finish. Treble 17 now would leave tops. Yes.
91. Russell Rickard,
So George,
156.
pressure on the 156.
Well, the way he was playing last night, he was breezing these kind of finishes. He'll stay up though. Martin will be coming back for tops.
140.
To strike first.
Martin Rickard, 40.
220s for Martin Adams for the first leg
Yeah, that's game
against the
shot on the
darts.
first leg. Martin Adams. Second leg, it's Martin to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, Ross managed to produce, well, a lot of fantastic finishing last night against Scott Waits, not least the 161. Martin still waiting for his first three-figure check out of the week. First played way back on Saturday afternoon, if you were with us. Beating Jan Dekker and avenging
100.
last year's defeat at this stage. Then had a long wait before dispatching Jim Widd on Wednesday evening.
60.
That bullseye from Montgomery last night was absolutely ridiculous. Landed it from a different postcode. This is pretty decent as well.
180.
That'll help as he looks to break straight back. Oh yes, oh yes. Inspiring each other with the big scores. Can he follow it in?
$51.
But he hit the 11, knowing that he'd leave 170, which is a checkout. Hasn't been hit yet this week. And there is $5,000
100.
as a prize for
170.
the highest checkout. And they don't come higher than this.
Couple of treble 20s and a ball. Not on now.
$40.
Well, that
Martin
was
Rickard,
surprisingly
101.
erratic from Montgomery.
Not a bad time for Martin to hit his first three-figure outshot of the week. Double 16 for it for a 2.
Yeah, that's game shot. We've got a second leg. Martin Adams.
In the first set.
Third leg, it's Russell throw first. Game on.
They howl their approval at Lakeside.
Well, Adams saying there's a bit more in the tank. He's just not sure whether he
41.
can get it out. Hasn't been tested so far this year at the Lakeside, and you always do wonder what kind of form you will produce when you first are tested. But he would have watched Montgomery last night and thought, I need to find
60.
something pretty special. So far, so good for Adams.
Well, he's rarely blown away, Martin Adams. I guess the last player to really beat him up on the Lakeside
45.
stage was Ray Barneveld, who beat him 6-2 in the final of 2005 and 6-2 again in 2006 in the semi-finals. But you know,
62.
with Wolfie, that if his opponent finds his A game, the chances are Martin will too. A couple of 6-4 defeats in 2008 and 2009. Lost 3-2 in the first round last
28.
year. And 5-2 to Jan Dekker in the quarterfinals of 2014.
Look at this from Martin.
140.
Big scoring from Adams early. Montgomery, remember, with the darts here.
133.
And that was a terrific adjustment. But Adams has the initiative, and the incentive is to strike first and take the opening set.
60.
Well, he hasn't left a finish with that 60. Doesn't need to win this leg, of course. He'll have the darts in the next leg. Always lovely, though, to
58.
start the match winning a set 3-0 against the darts. But so far, we are not seeing the Ross Montgomery that we saw last night. I wonder if it is too soon. I asked him that question.
59.
And he made a joke. So I don't know the answer.
Was that at your expense as well?
Yep. Actually, the expense of my glasses.
They look all right to me, Vassos.
Wolfie with a Shanghai
62.
120.
Martin require 120.
Shanghai on the 20s, then treble, single, double for the set. Needs the treble for tops. No. So Ross with a chance to get
100.
out of jail
Ross
in this
require
leg.
134.
An outside chance, but a chance.
And you sense he needs it, even early. Treble 20. No, he's left it short. So 18s. 20 would leave tops if Martin is unable to see out his double 10. Oh, it's wayward.
79.
He's gone left.
Martin required 20.
2 doubles hit out of 2 so far for Martin Adams. He can use that. Oh, double 5. Yes.
Yeah, that's game solved in the first set. Martin Adams.
2 breaks of throw. First blood, Wolfie.
Second set, first leg. It's Martin to throw first. Game on.
Must give Martin such a huge shot of adrenaline every time he hears the Lakeside howl.
140.
Yeah, enjoyed that, did Martin Adams. Montgomery saying that he needs to learn to hate Wolfie. He won't be enjoying this.
60.
Good mates, these two. Montgomery saying when he was named Scotland captain, first man on the phone to congratulate him was the man he's playing today, Martin Adams.
Oh yeah, they are good mates. They had
100.
lunch together yesterday. Getting their diaries together for 2015, apparently. And it really was about as exciting
59.
as I've ever seen either of them backstage. 15 minutes or so before they came on. They wouldn't have known that it was 15 minutes before match time, because you never know when you're following a match when that match is going to finish. But sharing a laugh,
60.
sharing a joke, really enjoying each other's company, enjoying the prospect of this match. But they say, as soon as they come onto the oche, the talking stops. The most they'll communicate up there because they don't want to break the other guy's concentration, is a smile or a nod, and I bet you Wolfie acknowledges that maximum. In fact, he doesn't. Maybe an eyebrow that we missed, but that'll be the limit of it.
Well, we're level pegging in the opening leg 41. Of set 2. That 41. Not really enough from Martin Adams. Has he found something here, Montgomery? No, he's gone right. He's annoyed with himself. Very 64. Fidgety. The radar's just a little bit off. So, Martin Adams, 160, yes. Another one of those would be nice. No, so he'll stay.
140.
Oh, great darts from Martin Adams. Montgomery has a look at 138.
Yes. Treble 20 for double 9 or treble 18 would have left double 12, but he's just gone the wrong side of the wire. Nobody in the Lakeside knew which side it had gone until that close-up, which appears on the big screens all around here. 106 leaves 32. Double 10, double 5, which saved him in the last leg.
15.
In fact, thinking about it, Marco Myers made a small error there. It was 102.
The last score was 102.
So double 18 is left.
Russia required 36.
Very, very few mistakes from our referees this week. The standard has been extraordinarily high. Simple equation for Ross Montgomery.
Yeah, that's game shot in the first round.
That
Ross Montgomery
to break the throw
second
at the start of the second set.
Game on.
And to stop the rock. 3 consecutive legs for Wolfie. The boss is on the board.
That'll do him the world of good as well. First look at a double. Absolutely perfectly placed in that double 18. And yes, the boss is up and running. The follow-up visit is far from
44.
convincing.
Well, Martin will feel that there's an immediate chance to break back. Can he follow that in with 1 or preferably 2 more? There's room for a third in there.
140.
Good start from Wolfie, punishing the 44.
Not a good leg from the Scotland captain. 44, 41.
58.
Well, forget seeing double, that's seeing treble. Treble 20. Jam-packed at Lakeside on a Friday afternoon. Quarter-finals day
97.
for the men. And Wolfie with a lead of 150, looking to break straight back.
Yeah, not a bad way to start the weekend, is it? Afternoon at the Lakeside.
99.
Oh dear. Just popping out for a quiet one. I put a spot of makeup on as well. It is Friday after all.
So, Ross really needs to leave a finish here.
43.
Hasn't done it.
Martin require 106.
Under no pressure whatsoever, really. 106. 14 for double 16 for Wolfie, and a 106 to add to his 101 from the first set.
Yeah, that's game shot in the second round. Martin Adams. Third luck is Martin to throw first. Game on.
Well, the Howls will tell you that Wolfie has broken straight back. We're all square in this second set. First to 5 sets, remember, through
100
to the semi-finals. Both semi-finals on Saturday afternoon, and then the final Sunday evening. Martin knows all about finals weekend at Lakeside. Of course he does. He's a three-time champion. He's been runner-up as well. For Ross, these are uncharted waters by the Basingstoke Canal.
He's not ready to go home yet, though. He's loving his week here, is Montgomery.
45.
But you can tell he's not enjoying this afternoon one little bit. Completely different Montgomery to who we saw last night.
Well, I mean, you look at his average and it's 20 points lower
60
than it was last night. He's just not finding the trebles. His checkouts are perfect. 1 out of 1.
11.
But you're not going to see that many darts at a double if you're averaging 74 against Martin Adams in the quarterfinals at Frimley Green.
He is playing with a dodgy ankle, Ross Montgomery. He aggravated an old injury, he told me, in the bar a few nights ago. And it was black and blue. He was icing it this morning, but he says it's fine. He assured me it absolutely feels fine, but it must be playing on his mind. He said it was horrible to look at.
I think in darting terms, George,
57.
it's not an injury in the bar, it's a training injury. Treble 19 for double 12 now for Wolfie. Treble 10 will leave double 16 when he comes back,
49.
because Ross's scoring has let him down again in this leg.
Yeah, he's absolutely miles away here. Ton 80 would do the business. There's two of them. How about the third, Ross?
Whoa.
Yes, much more like you, Ross Montgomery. Might not do anything in this leg. 16s. Double 8. Well, Montgomery's back.
Yeah,
no mistake.
In the third line.
Boy, he's been good on the doubles today, Martin Adams.
It's Ross to throw first. Game on.
Martin looked Ross in the eye earlier. They were joshing, they were joking with each other, they were telling each other that they were going to beat each other up on stage. Ross was saying, I'm going to do plenty of that. That's his third 180 of the match. But Martin looked Ross in the eye and said, I'm going to score so heavily, I'm going to make you panic.
100.
Or words to that effect. He said with a smile, but it's what he's doing.
And his demeanour, Martin Adams, is of a man who's been up on that Lakeside stage, dart's most famous stage, for 22 successive years. Throw
40.
whatever you like at me, is what he's saying. And at the moment, it's not much.
$140.
Now, what were you doing 22 years ago? I wonder. 1994.
100.
January. Towards the end of the first week. I'll tell you what Martin Adams was doing. He was doing exactly this. He was playing in the quarterfinals
140.
of the World Championship. Playing Magnus Karas of Sweden.
I think I was contemplating a World Cup that England weren't going to be in. Football, that is, not darts.
89.
That probably hadn't been confirmed yet by January, had it?
It was looking likely. Here's Adams anyway. 1-2-1.
Can't now
Shots off.
finish. But every January, since then, since 1994, Martin has started his year
70.
right here at Lakeside.
Russia require 92.
And I'll tell you what, the place hasn't changed a bit.
Montgomery treble 20 would leave double 16. He's got bull. 10 for 16s. One dart at double 16 for Ross Montgomery.
16.
Bends the wire, so Adams is back with 51. Single 19 for two darts at double 16.
Yeah, that's
Only
Kim
needs
Shaw
one.
in the second set.
Puts in the lead. Shake of the
First
head and
set,
a
first leg.
mutter
It's
from
Mr.
Montgomery.
First.
It's all Adams.
Game on. $95.
Now they're both enjoying an excellent checkout percentage of 50. The only tiny issue
95.
for Scottish darts fans is that Ross has only attempted 2. Tells you what his scoring has been like. Martin is just doing enough right now. Here's the ultimate World Championship match player.
81.
Darts players will always tell you that they play the board and not the man. And I always wonder how that's possible. With Martin, you get the feeling he's involved in the match. He's involved in doing what he has to do to get over the line. Sometimes he wins easily, sometimes he's involved in a scrap, and sometimes he loses, but he's always in the match. The one guy you'd say who doesn't really play the board, he plays the man. Even if he thinks he's playing the board. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Maximum number 5 in the match for Ross Montgomery. Martin's not hit one yet.
$55.
Good responses from Montgomery to losing set number 2.
Jeffrey de Graaf watching on.
He knows he'll be back to try and see this one off. Montgomery. Adams way, way back.
60.
But who knows? A big ton from Wolfie here could make things interesting. What happened now?
$59. Russia require
Only
85.
59 from Adams, so 6 starts at 85. Might only need 2 tops.
Yeah, that's
Much
Kim Shaw
more
in
like
the
it
first
from
leg.
Montgomery.
Was Montgomery. Second leg, it's
You can
Martin
sense
to
he's
throw first.
furious with
Game
himself.
on.
But that would have gone down very nicely indeed.
He's woken up. There's Montgomery.
60.
Now staying in the hotel just near here. When we go to the gym, we have to sign in. First name in the book every day, Jeffrey de Graaf. Next name in the book, Wesley Harms.
55.
Funnily enough, I've not seen Martin or Ross's name in that book signing in for the gym.
$100.
You also have to tick what you're going to use. Gym, pool, spa. Jeffrey ticks everything. I'm here for the long haul.
Adams with the darts.
100.
And a 2 sets to nil advantage. Remember, first to 5 sets for a place in the semis once more. Something Montgomery has never experienced. Adams, of course, the
95.
old-timer, an institution here at this famous venue. Slight advantage, which is adding to very nicely indeed.
85.
Mike Day. He's been coming over from New Zealand for the past couple of years. Didn't make it through his preliminary round this year. So he's had the best seat in the house, enjoying the action since Sunday evening.
Come on, he says. Won't be a finish this time for Martin
82.
Adams. Great third dart, though. Montgomery unable to make any impact.
Well, 55, 60, 95, 5 before this visit.
140. Martin requires 74.
Which could well be too little too late, as he attempts to pressure Martin's throw. 20 for tops now for Martin Adams to level this set at 1 leg apiece.
54. Ross will require 146.
Well, he was hitting these for fun last night.
Needs to start again. Treble 20. No. So double 10 for Adams. He's been missing the 10s though. Not been good to him so far today. That's more like it for Martin Adams. What a
piece. In the second line, Martin Adams. Third leg, it's Ross to throw first. Game on.
Least intimidating wolf I think I've seen.
Just 60 for Ross Montgomery.
41.
Unusually, Martin doesn't pounce. Ross has got to think, win this leg with the darts and try and break. If not, then win the next one with the darts, and then he's on the board in sets
140.
and go from there. And that's a good start.
Likes trading blows though, does Adams.
140.
Back with a 140 of his own.
Still hasn't hit a maximum, Martin.
I don't think he'll care about that if the scoreboard keeps ticking over.
He won't care if he averages 15 as long as the scoreboard keeps ticking over. Do you see that, Ross? Cross with a 97.
140.
That's why. Still, he should be first to a finish, Ross.
58.
140 here gives Martin a big advantage.
85. Ross will require 146.
His chance to, his turn rather, to be cross with himself. So 146 for Ross Montgomery. Needed the treble. Needs a treble
71.
or a bullseye.
Martin will require 95.
Bullseye. Way off
46
from Adams, so an
Ross
opportunity
requires
with the
75.
darts. Treble 17 leaves double 12. It'll have to be 18. One dart at double top.
Yeah, that's team shot in the third line. Ross Montgomery.
Yes, from
Fourth
Ross
leg, it's
Montgomery.
Martin to throw first. Game
Holds
on.
his throw.
Well, that was the first thing on the checklist, wasn't it?
100.
Two chances now. One against the darts and then one with the darts to win a leg that will put him on the board in sets.
180.
And 180, number 6, at the start of this fourth leg of the third set. That's going to help the cause.
100.
Nerveless dart into double top to win the previous leg. And starts it with a maximum. Does Ross?
100.
Window of an opportunity here to pounce.
Big one.
Well, I'm glad I can't lip read.
65.
But that's a great cover dart. Terrific third dart from Montgomery. And he'll be first to a finish to get himself on the board. Just a bit of a lull this from Adams.
100. Ross, you require 156.
Only a small lull, ton, 83 ton. It's not a bad leg of darts. And he won't be broken in 12.
$60. Martin, you require 118.
Treble 20 would leave 19s. There we go. Double 19 to level.
99.
So,
Ross, you require 96.
what have you got, Montgomery? 96, treble 20, double 18 for his first set. He's hit the one.
It's all about 19s now. 5 of them required in 2 darts.
40. Martin, you
Speaking
require
of
19.
19s, to take us into a deciding leg.
Yeah, that's game short in the fourth line. Martin Adams. Fifth flag is Ross the throw first. Game on.
Huge pressure now on the darting arm of Ross Montgomery. Must hold his throw and win this set.
Not a bad start, this. Not a bad start at all. Ton 18, number 7.
Second leg in a row, he's started perfectly. He's one of those guys.
121.
If he hits the first one, you fancy his chances of filling it up.
$121.
Well, he's flying, isn't he, in this deciding leg? Absolutely crucial, you sense, to this match. But here's Adams.
140.
What a terrific standard in this deciding leg of a crucial third set in this Lakeside quarter-final. We've seen 2 1-2-1s, a 180 and a 140. Now's not the time to go on holiday, Ross.
40.
You need a treble. Hasn't got one, but he has left a finish at least.
But a big visit here. Well, what a key moment in the match this could be. Another treble. Yes.
140.
Leaves 100.
Ross requires
So,
160.
Ross Montgomery with 160 for his first set of the match, which cannot now happen.
Well, Martin Adams.
95.
Many
Martin
players would have been
require
reeling
100.
from a 180 start from Montgomery, but no, not Adams. Treble 19 for tops. Was on an 11-dart leg. Can't now finish. He went for
26.
treble 18 to leave double 12.
Ross requires
This
65.
is huge.
Right, Ross, you've got to nail this. 2 darts at double top.
Yeah, that's game short.
And he's on the board, and look at the
Ross
relief.
Montgomery.
Come on, he says. Boy, he needed that.
Fourth set, first leg. It's
Much more
Martin
like it, Ross
first.
Montgomery.
Game on.
And now we have a contest.
$60.
He's really fired up, isn't he, Ross Montgomery?
Scaring me, we're miles away.
$42.
It's good value, isn't he?
$180.
That's his first, Martin, of the match. And he just asks for a little quiet so that Ross isn't put off.
Those veins are pumping, aren't they? For Montgomery now.
70.
Look how lively he is, but look how angry he is as well. Here we go
his
again.
First maximum going to be followed by his second. Oh, look at them. They'd only just sat down. Brilliant, brilliant from Adams. You almost
59.
get the feeling that Ross is thinking, oh, too good,
81.
you can have this leg. Can he do it in 11 darts? Treble 19, double 12. Did have a chance, 100 points away from an 11-dart leg in the previous one. Double 6 for a 12, doesn't need it, but for a 12-dart leg.
69.
He's had 3 10-darters over the years at the Lakeside, Martin Adams. Seems to be an issue on the hockey.
24.
Just a few words exchanged
Martin,
there.
you require 12.
Something of nothing, I think, George. Perhaps Ross tried to
Yeah,
make a
that's
joke.
game short in the first one.
Martin wasn't having it. They did say to each other, we won't be talking, but I think
Game on.
that's all in the past now. Little nod between the two. After all that, it was just a hold of throw for Martin Adams. And the standard has just gone through the roof. Another leg begins with a maximum. 6th time
140.
that one of these players has gone 501 to 321. Be nice if he could follow it in with another maximum. That's 4. Just came off the barrel
99.
and landed south of the wire.
$85.
Well, the standard's been really high, especially when they get down to the business end of the legs.
41.
4 out of 5 for Ross Montgomery. 9 out of 20 is not shabby for Martin Adams. It's been great, this. And we're not even halfway through.
60.
And you just sense Vassos Montgomery's finding his feet. I think he's got the optimum level of anger now, hasn't he, going for him?
140.
Curious, wasn't it? Because he was, as you say, veins popping out of his head all over the place, really pumping himself up. And then halfway through the next leg, he starts having a joke and a laugh.
Well, he'll be back with 41.
60. Russia required 41.
So he could go 1 tops, or he might go 9 double 16 here, Montgomery. 2 darts at tops for 1-1. That's way off. So's that.
Martin
So then,
required
Wolfie.
156.
How do you fancy a 156? Not now. He'll stay up, but Montgomery, look at the smile. Treble 20 would leave double 8.
140.
That's a terrific recovery from Adams.
Russia required 40.
He won't expect to be back, though. He will not expect to be back, the way Ross has been finishing.
Yeah, that's game short in the second round. Ross Montgomery.
Well, when he gets to a double, he nails it. What's that, 5 of 6?
Well, he said that he went away for 4 months, Ross, and all he practiced were doubles. Forget his scoring, he said.
100.
Just wants to be confident on the doubles, and I tell you what, 4 months well spent.
He fancies this now. He fancies the games there for him now, does Montgomery.
83.
Just 2 missed doubles in the last leg. Otherwise, he's practically perfect, Ross Montgomery. First of 5 sets through to the semi-finals tomorrow afternoon. And a meeting with Daryl Fitton or Glenn Durrant. Oh, yes! He's already hit 9 in 3.5 sets. Ross Montgomery. Still only averaging 84. Because he hasn't scored consistently highly. When he has got down to a finish, lethal. If he can start scoring like this, though, then Martin has a problem.
This is brilliant for Montgomery. Green darts now from the Scot. 161 for Adams. 17s would lead ball. Bullseye for a 161.
115.
He's not someone you really associate with the big checkouts, Martin Adams. Tops for Montgomery to break the throw.
Yeah, that's going to in the third line. Ross Montgomery. Forward line, it's Ross the
If a wolf had feathers, they might just be ruffled.
$100.
Ah, yes. Lakeside wouldn't be the same without a bit of bully.
And it's Montgomery doing the bullying at the moment.
100.
The scoring is increasing, the century's much more forthcoming. And is this another max?
140.
Not quite, but the standard, Vassos.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It is pretty good. The finishing, outstanding from Ross Montgomery. The scoring, consistently high
43.
from Martin Adams. Only 2 maximums, but 18 140s. Ross, when he hits the treble 20, he tends to follow it in. He's hit 10 180s, but only 4 140s.
140.
Darius, the man with the highest checkout of the week so far, a 167. The Lithuanian, Labanauskas.
45. Martin require 121.
Loose visit that. So 6 darts at 121 for Adams. Won't happen this time.
57.
But he'll be back with 64 to level up the set. What kind of pressure can Montgomery apply here?
Well, he's just broke. He's just worked so hard to break the throw
63.
of the 3-time champion.
64.
But double 8 for Wolfie to break straight back. He can use that as a marker.
No score. Russia require 150.
How big a moment could that be? This is a huge moment, 150.
Well, Ross might still fancy this leg. Martin back on
95.
64.
Martin requires 64.
Having strayed north into the wrong double bed. So he's only going to have 1 dart at a double here. Double 16. Must hit. And he's gone in the wrong bed twice. This one too far south. I told you Ross would fancy it.
Well, this could be a big steal and
This
a big moment.
Set point for Ross Montgomery. 15 for tops, and he's just not missing those doubles.
Tops for the set. Handy marker. Can he slip off that one? No.
15.
Both on the wire.
Martin requires 18.
So Adams back, double 9.
Yeah,
No
left
mistake this
inside in the
time.
forward line. Martin Adams. Fifth flag, it's Martin to throw first. Game on.
I tell you what, that leg was more fun for the missed doubles. This is key. This now is key.
140.
A 140, having broken back, Martin Adams starting the deciding leg of this fourth set. 3-1 and 2-all. Well, you don't need me to tell you there are very, very, very different scores
41.
in a race to 5.
And 21.
140, 1-2-1 with the darts. Ross needs one of those big scores of his.
140.
Gets one. But still, Martin with an advantage of 80. Make that 100. 160 plus this.
85.
Needs a big, big visit here, Montgomery. And he's got one. Another one in there would be nice. That would be very nice. What a time for a 180.
You knew he'd fill it up as soon as he hit the first treble 20, but this is for the set. Needed the treble for double 19.
139.
Great last dart.
Ross really got
Great visit
140.
on a 13 dart leg. But Ross to take this out in 12 for the set and to tie the match. No, needed the treble. So Martin, he's staring
16.
at the double 16
Martin
already
16.
as he waits for Ross to clear the oche. Double 8 he needed, rather. Double 4 now.
Yeah, that's game solved in the fourth set. Martin Adams.
Oh, that's nice to see. That is nice to see as Martin Adams finds the big dart that gives him the 3-1 lead. The players leave the stage for a short break.
It could have been 4-0 to Adams. It could have been 2-all. As it is, it's 3-1 to Wolfie. A long way to go still in this matchup. Our second quarter-final here at the Lakeside 2015. It was one of those ones, as they say, Bobby. Took a while to get going. Wolfie was sailing. Kind of did what he said, didn't he? He said, I'll score bigger earlier
put
on.
pressure, so I was getting the big scores and put pressure on him for the doubles. Well, Ross, at the beginning, wasn't having a shot at a double, but when he did, he didn't miss double top.
It's the big positive for that, isn't it? You look when Ross taken on the double 6 out of 11, 11 out of 27 for Adams, which is 41%, which is great as well.
Yeah, but Adams had more chances,
Yeah.
obviously. He could miss a few times.
Yeah.
But Ross, when he did have the shots out, he got it. And 11 180s,
Yeah.
marvellous on 180s.
Wonderful. Well, there might be a lot of people who weren't watching last night and are watching today. Ross Montgomery played late last night, played the darts of the tournament so far, bar none, and is playing again this afternoon. And I think those first few sets, maybe that showed a little bit, and we should definitely allow for that.
Well, it's to come off the stage last night as he was, and to come back today, sometimes it's very difficult. But he started getting into the game now.
Yeah.
He started easing into it, putting a little bit more pressure on Adams. Adams is jolting his last start.
Yeah.
Have you noticed he's jolting his last start? Trying to get a bigger score so he can have a shot more times at a double than Ross. He don't want to give Ross a chance at a shot out.
Yeah, backstage, I would imagine Martin will know the job's far from done. He knows that Ross has everything he needs to come back at him, and Ross will be thinking the same. Ross will be thinking, gather yourself, because if you play the darts that you know you can play,
Sure.
you will deliver.
Sure, he can do. I mean, he's only got to play like he did last night in his mind. He's got to think, well, I've done it yesterday, I've got to do it now. He started to get at Martin a little bit, but Martin's, been around a long while. He knows the score. Yeah. He doesn't rush. He throws the same. He plodding along. In fact, he's a bit boring sometimes, to be honest with you, but that's the way he throws.
Well, listen, in those first couple of sets, as I said, you could tune in and see the averages and stuff and say, well, what's going on here? But first of all, Ross played late last night, and second of all, the friends as well. And as we actually look at it now, 4 sets in, you know, that 105 first 9 average for Wolfie's been the difference. And we should give him so much credit. He's pushing towards 60 now. He's won 3 titles here. He's 22 years at the Lakeside, and he's finding darts now that he hasn't had for 3 or 4 years since he last won it, really.
Yeah, well, he struggled a lot last couple of years, but he's started to get it back. He's won a couple of major tournaments.
Yeah.
And he's started getting into the game again.
Yeah.
But if you've done it once, it's like a computer, I suppose. You press the right button, you can do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, let's have a look at the quarter-final draw for people just tuning in. So obviously all 4 will be decided today, and will be semi-final stage tomorrow on the BBC. It's Robbie Green against the silencer, Jeff Smith tonight. Jeff's just, as he said himself, he murders the tons, and you just gotta, he's so steady, it's unbelievable. And earlier today we watched Scotty Dog Mitchell hold in all those emotions and achieve a dream, as he said himself, by beating Brian Doggy Dawson in the bottom half of the draw. It's fitting Durant a little bit later. Glenn, lovely guy from Middlesbrough, against Darryl Fittins, who's a perennial favourite here. He's finally bringing on the darts, as Ross did last night. Big credit to Ross, big credit to Martin as well. There's a long way still to go in this one. It's 3-1 as it stands at the moment to Martin Adams. So let's get back to the commentary box and see this one right through until the end. Here's George and Vassos.
As Colin says, there is still a long way to go. Few howls from the crowd to try and encourage Wolfie, a real favourite here since he started his first ever Lakeside campaign back in 1994. This is 22nd consecutive Lakeside appearance, and he has reached the quarterfinals and beyond more often than not. Ross Montgomery is here for the first time.
5th set, first luck. It's Ross to throw first. Game on.
Well, Montgomery 1, Adams 3, in a race to 5. The difference,
16.
as the boys were saying, the scoring with the first 9 darts. Adams averaging nearly 106, Montgomery just over 90.
100.
When he gets to a finish, Ross takes it out. But Martin's getting to a finish earlier.
140.
Yeah, he was 6 out of 7 on his doubles. It's now 6 of 11, but still, look at that, 55% Montgomery. He's just not getting enough shots at it.
60.
11 of 27 for Martin Adams. We've seen glimpses of the class Montgomery showed here last night, but not concerted pressure.
125.
And when we mentioned this in the last set, when Ross Montgomery finds the treble 20 with his first dart, the second and third tend to follow. Look at that, 11 180s,
96.
only 6 140s and 13 scores of 10 plus. Martin much more consistent with the tons and the ton 40s. Only 2 maximum. He's
100.
only needed 2. Ross to a finish first. In this, the first leg of the 5th set. Ross has the darts, of course.
97. Ross requires 76.
And he has treble 20, double 8 to look at. 16 would leave tops. 1 dart at double top.
56.
Oh.
Martin require 148.
Well, he did hit double top, Ross Montgomery, 5 times in a row. He's just missed
100.
it 5 times in a
Ross
row.
require 20.
He has a shot, though, at double 10. 3 of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
he needs
game
one.
shot on the first leg. Ross Montgomery.
With the darts,
Second leg, it's
Montgomery.
Martin to throw first. Game on. 140.
Just needs to hold his throw, Martin, for the rest of the match.
100.
Easier said than done, of course, but a 140 is a lovely way to start right here.
$140.
It's punishing. 22-ton 40s now for Wolfie.
140.
Unusually, Montgomery doesn't fill it up when his first one finds the target. They just love it. We all love it. Who doesn't like a 180? And who doesn't like an 11-dart leg? Double 16 for Martin Adams. This is brilliant. Just the wrong side of the wire. Has to move across.
Yeah, that's game short of the second leg. Martin Adams. Third leg, it's what's the throw first? Game on.
It's like he was saving himself for that leg from halfway through the last one.
140.
Bob Potter, who runs this show, owns this place. Martin's been coming every year since '94, as we mentioned, so he and Bob have become quite pally.
180.
And all of a sudden, Wolfie can't miss. Lovely to see him quieten the crowd, so
55.
Ross can have the best of order. Oh, he's straight back in the treble 20 bed. Martin Adams. And again.
Hello.
And again.
180.
It has been 25 years since Paul Lim hit Lakeside's only perfect 9-dart leg. That was in 1989. Martin Adams, 3 darts away. Oh, just south of the wire with the first dart at treble 20. Now, the key now for Martin is not to lose the leg, because when that happens,
81.
when a player gets 2 maximums in a row and then misses a dart with his third visit, be it the 7th, 8th or 9th, the atmosphere in this room, the energy just evaporates. And the players can't fail to feel it.
80. Martin requires 60.
Still way ahead. 6 darts at 60. Oh, he's hit 1.
This is what happens. This is what happens.
1 dart at tops. 1 dart this time anyway.
Yeah, that's game short of the third leg. Martin Adams.
All right, the key thing here is that was a
Fourth
break
leg,
of
it's
throw.
Martin to throw first. Game on.
It was a break of throw for Martin Adams. A 12-dart leg to hold his throw, followed by a 12-dart leg to break the throw. So we didn't witness history, but we might have witnessed a significant
60.
moment in this quarter-final. Right there.
Yeah, great scoring. 2 successive 12 dart legs
76.
from Martin Adams. Nothing Montgomery could do. He's back for more.
180. 50.
You are right, though, Vassos, in the point you make. OK, he held his nerve and saw it through. Then you see it in snooker sometimes. A player goes in search of the 147, red, black, forgets about winning the frame, breaks down in the 60s and ends up losing it
60.
on the colours. Adams was not going to fall into that trap there.
It's extraordinary what happens, though. 1,200 people on the edge of their seats thinking they're about to witness something that hasn't been done for a generation. And then when they just fail to see it, I mean, you don't, you know, you can't blame the the punters for the atmosphere going as flat as it does, but it can't help but affect the players.
140. One
61 points away from a
61.
4-1 lead in sets. Oh, 20 and topsies left.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yes.
been sold in the 5th set. Martin Adams.
He hits them when he needs to, you know, Wolfie. He's been doing it for years.
Martin to throw first. Game on.
And now he has the darts 1 set away from the semi-finals.
One 140.
A 39 dart set, not shabby, is it, George?
That's how you put your foot down when you're at the hockey, powering away.
60.
Montgomery's got nothing, little and large. Hello.
He's our little one.
He looks a little bemused, doesn't he?
Richard Ashdown.
How did I end up here?
100.
He'll do anything to get on telly, Richard.
Well, he may well be back on the stage very soon, the way that Martin Adams is throwing darts
60.
on the hockey this afternoon. Looking cocky on the hockey.
$43.
He said he's not back to his very best. Sorry, Vassos, did Martin. But he's not far off, is he?
Well, he's not. And the thing is with Martin, as we've mentioned,
140.
he gets involved in a scrap. It's very steady, very consistent, very heavy scoring from him. He hits the doubles that he needs to. He's never been one of these flashy finishers with
100.
80% checkout percentages. But he is a real battler on that lakeside stage. He knows how to cross the finishing line, which is absolutely
140.
crucial.
Martin require 180.
And yes, we saw it against Jan Dekker and again against Jim Widd. Flashes of the old brilliance. After a tough couple of years, Wolfie is back.
Yeah, that's game short in the first leg. Martin Adams. Second leg gets Ross to throw first. Game on.
What would you have said had he missed that?
Doesn't bear thinking about.
Stunning darts from Martin Adams.
60.
Wolfie can almost taste another lakeside semi-final. Has Montgomery got anything left?
41.
He was absolutely sensational here last night. Ross Montgomery hasn't been able to find that form. It's almost now or never.
100.
Well, you want the story of the match, and it's been about Martin's scoring with his first 3 visits to the hockey. 107.22
82.
compared to 91.87. A difference of 15 points. Oh, however good your finishing is, you're not going to recover from that. But you never know in darts, you just never know. Martin Adams 2 legs away from the semi-finals where he would play Fitton or Durrant, but stranger things have happened, and if Ross Montgomery finds anything like the scoring form that he found last night,
16.
with the way he's finishing, he won't be giving up. You know that. The boss still thinks he's a chance of the semi-finals.
Yeah, he was reading them off for fun last night in lightning quick time as well. So he is not done yet.
60.
But Adams does look unbreakable.
140.
Nice visit. He was a teenager when Wolfie first came to Lakeside.
100. Russia requires 60.
He's got to see this off. Deep breath, 20 double 20. Tops for Montgomery.
Yeah, that's
No
game shot
mistake
in the
at
second
all. That
round.
had to go in.
Montgomery. Third luck is Martin to throw first. Game on.
Well, he'd hit that red bit at the top of the board 5 times in a row, then he'd missed it 5 times in a row. Needed that, if nothing else, to settle the nerves, regather himself
85.
for what is a big battle ahead for the boss.
Bidding to follow Jockey Wilson and Ross Wallace, Scotland's 3rd world champion. If he can do it
42.
from here, well, that would be quite something. Les Wallace, I beg your pardon. Here's Wolfie.
100.
Steady start again from Wolfie, nothing spectacular. 85 and 100.
99. $123.
He has scored much heavier than this, Martin. Once hit a 101.28 average. That was in the quarterfinals 13 years ago against Wayne Jones. You won't be surprised to hear that he won that match. 5-1.
100.
You wouldn't be surprised if he won this match 5-1. But they'll be hoping he doesn't. They'll be hoping that Ross can rediscover his best darts, because at his best he is sensational, the captain of Scotland.
93 then for Adams. 18. Bullseye. Oh, he's going 7, double 7.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
for Martin Adams.
Martin
Yeah, he hit the treble 18. So he didn't need the ball, he needed a double 7.
Game on.
Brilliant, brilliant, either way.
And he's 1 leg away.
$123. $100.
Now or never, Ross.
$100.
Good friends off the hockey. This is a match that's been played in a terrific spirit on it. So far it's been pretty much one-way traffic.
95. $100.
Well, he looks a little dejected now, doesn't he? Ross Montgomery. Hasn't happened for him today. But he's not done yet.
78.
He's going to have the first look at a shot here, but he needs a treble.
58.
Left himself a lovely finish of 120. In these parts that's called Shanghai on the 20s, treble, single double. But Wolfie will be on a finish as well, so pressure on Montgomery to take this out, or else.
Needs to happen. Perfect start. Tops for a Shanghai.
Martin require 128.
Just a bit Shang low with the last dart.
Could that be curtains? Treble. 18 would have left double 10. 16 will leave tops.
988.
Will he be back
Ross will require 20.
for the match? Double 10. Montgomery has to be. Double 5, well, that could be it.
10.
And he's missed it.
Martin will require
Well, surely
14.
that is it. Ross Montgomery's already put his darts away, back in the pocket. Wolfie has 2 more darts.
Game,
Double
shot,
top
element,
for a
Martin
place
Adams.
in the semi-finals. Martin Adams, back where he belongs. On the second Saturday afternoon at Lakeside. Martin, we'll see you tomorrow. He's won 5-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, as he leaves the stage, the captain of Scotland, Ross Montgomery! And through to his 10th Lakeside World Championship semi-final, it's Wolfie Martin Adams.